Hello everybody, it's time for this week's video. I've been outside feeding the black flies, cutting grass. I've got a couple little bites on the forehead there, just having my lunch break, and I feel compelled to channel a little something. I'm not sure exactly what it's gonna be, so I'm just gonna tune in. I'm still learning and practicing how to do this, so we'll just see what comes up. Okay. Yes, hello everybody. It feels good to speak to you today. Some of you may have noticed a a change, a sudden energetic shift. You may have felt that reverberation in the last couple of days. And if you have not felt this, it has happened, but perhaps you're just not aware or able to perceive at this time because your life is full. It is not a bad thing. It is still happening anyways. So if you did not perceive this energetic reverberation, that is okay. What is this reverberation that we speak of? Some of you are calling this a timeline shift. Some of you may identify with it as being a shift in Mother Gaia's heartbeat as the collective is ascending here on Earth. Mother Gaia, as you call her, is changing her vibration, her reverberance. And usually this happens incrementally, but sometimes what happens is there is a threshold where, in order to anchor in, she likes this word anchor, to anchor in the change and to hold that energetic shift, it needs to happen a little more suddenly. Some of you may have felt it as a knowing. You may have received information in a dream state. You may be tuned into the collective, as this one is. However you perceived it, you are correct in knowing that something is going on. It is important that you know, as the earth and all of you ascend or change your vibration here on this plane, the reverberation you felt was felt beyond here. As some of you already know, and some of you are still currently learning, you are all multidimensional beings. The being, I suppose you could call me, that she is channeling is also feeling that reverberation. What is happening with you is affecting us here, where our consciousness resides. What does this mean? This means that you are awakening to your oneness. We do not like to say maybe that you are awakening because it implies that it is the first time. No, no, no. This has happened many times before. You are remembering your connection with oneness. But as most of you have perhaps realized, this time feels different, as it is. This is the last time. As there are 7 main chakras, this is the 7th time this collective has done this on this timeline. There are timeline shifts within your timeline. This gets very messy for your human brain, so we try to communicate it as clear as possible. As you go through this 7th time, you all, maybe not all, but some of you may know you have an 8th soul star chakra. You are entering that realm or that arena with Mother Gaia. And as this happens, it lays down a foundation to lift not only Earth, but all of the connections to this plane. There are many other planes connected to Earth beyond the one that you are in. And you are all ascending into this eighth realm, chakra, dimension. It is hard to give the proper terminology as it is beyond your human ability to understand. As we speak these words through her, we send a vibration or a frequency that, if you allow it to enter your heart space, it will feel like a deep knowing, an understanding. And that is a more powerful way to communicate this with you than with the use of words. You are all being prepared to do more of this communication. Many of you are already doing this, and you are paving the way for those that are just waking up to this or becoming aware that they have already been doing this. Some of you may call this being a psychic, intuitive, a channel, telepathic, an empath, feeling vibes. This is the new renewal of communication for you. As you step into this more readily, even those of you that have already been doing this, it is shifting all of you up incrementally. And as this happens, your ability to communicate with us also shifts. We do not have to, we call it like us, lower our vibration or change our vibration to meet you as much. And you do not have to work so hard to come to meet our vibration. You are able to move your consciousness around. What you are doing is liberating your consciousness. You are not your consciousness. Your consciousness is not necessarily inside of you. Your consciousness is something that represents a way for you to travel to different aspects of who you are and what you are connected to. We wanted to introduce this to you today and reaffirm for those of you that have been doing this for quite some time and much longer than she has. This is a time of stepping into that, and it may feel unfamiliar. It may feel a little wobbly for some of you as you go back and forth. Some of you may find this turns on and then it disappears and then it comes back. This is quite normal as you adjust. And every time that you tune back into this way of communication, you will experience it more deeply as your consciousness expands. We would like to use the analogy of exercise. When you exercise your physical body, the muscle is used. And when you take a break, your muscle actually experiences tears and rips from the exertion. Then your physical body will heal these muscles and they will grow back stronger and more prepared to do the task. And as you do this on and off, you get stronger and stronger, and you are able to do things with more ease with the physical body. This is what is happening with your consciousness. So sometimes it may feel that your consciousness is experiencing some tears in it. Maybe you are sensing some grief, some release, some loss, some anger, some joy. Whatever it is, you will experience this wobble, this back and forth. That is completely normal. Please embrace this as part of the process and celebrate this. This is how you open the gate to expanding your consciousness and opening up better ways and more ways of communication and travel. You are the technology. You are, for example, When you learn math, you learn the long way to solve an equation. Then you are shown the shortcut, but you need to know how to do things the hard way so you have an understanding of how all of the pieces come together to formulate the answer. This is what is happening with you. Right now, you are tuning into how you are the technology. Yes, there are other technologies external to yourselves that can be utilized. At this time, we caution, we provide extreme caution. Yes, this is what we wish to say. We advise extreme caution with using technologies external to yourself to access these things. Although it may be fun, novel, and exhilarating, it will not properly anchor in the growth and expansion for your consciousness in a way that is sustainable for you and may actually cause detriment and chronic dis-ease. And because of where everything and everyone is shifting, it may appear in the physical body, but because you are tuning into the other aspects of what you are connected to, it will have an impact on the other facets of you that you are getting to know, and you will not fully at this time understand the implications of that. Just as you don't give a child all the information or allow them to do certain tasks without supervision, that is what we recommend you do with your consciousness. At this time, it is very highly recommended that you tune into yourself as the technology and do it the hard way, if you will, because that will create that solid foundation and understanding of how to get to the answer. Then, when you tap into the external technologies that are separate from yourself and your being, we use these technologies as well, but we will not speak of them right now. You will be better able to utilize them and understand the depth and the breadth of what they are capable of and the implications and effects that they have, not only on this aspect of your consciousness, but the other aspects that you are tapping into and tuning into at this time. We hope that this is well received and understood. We thank you for your time. Goodbye. Okay, I remember most of what they said. Something about word the technology and, oh yeah, consciousness is expanding and we need to embrace the natural way of doing that, because we are, oh my gosh, it's already fading. I'll have to listen back to this. Oh, because we're expanding into other parts of ourselves that we're not actually aware of here in this realm, but we're getting like a drip line of what that entails. So it may not completely make sense right now. So we're just being asked to exercise caution, but not from a place of fear, but from a place of like self-love and compassion for ourselves, but also for other aspects of ourselves that we're tuning into that we're not fully aware of yet. All right, awesome. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, and opinions, feel free to share them in the comments. Have a great day, everybody.